Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Gamingsafespace, your home for all things gaming. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a game that's taken the industry by storm seemingly out of nowhere, Blueprints. This indie title is earning perfect reviews, climbing to the top of 2025's best-rated games, and leaving players and critics alike in awe. If you haven't heard of it yet, don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to about Blueprints, from its gameplay to its jaw-dropping reception. Stick around, hit that like button, and let's get started. So, what is Blueprints, and why is it making such a massive splash? Developed by Dogabomb, a small studio from California, and published by Raw Fury, this game is the definition of a sleeper hit. Before its release on April 10, 2025, few people outside of niche gaming circles had even heard of it. Dogabomb isn't a household name. They're a team with roots in film and smaller projects for companies like Netflix and Magic, The Gathering. Yet somehow, they've delivered what many are calling one of the best games of the year, if not ever. The buzz started quietly. Back in February 2025, a former PlayStation executive hinted that Blueprints could be a Game of the Year contender, which raised some eyebrows. Then, at GDC 2024, early hands-on impressions began trickling out, praising its unique design. But nothing prepared us for what happened on April 7, 2025, when the embargo lifted and reviews flooded in. Suddenly, Blueprints wasn't just a curiosity, it was a phenomenon. It's rare for an indie game to come out of left field like this and dominate the conversation, but that's exactly what's happening here. Let's talk about those reviews, because they're the real story. As of today, April 7, 2025, Blueprints sits at a staggering 92 on Metacritic for PC, based on over 20 critic scores, making it the highest-rated new game of 2025 so far. On OpenCritic, it's holding a 91 with similar praise. These numbers put it ahead of heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and Split Fiction, which is no small feat for a debut title from an unknown studio. Here's a quick rundown of what the critics are saying. Eurogamer awarded it a perfect 5 out of 5, praising its ever-shifting halls and rich web of mysteries. GameSpot scored it a 9 out of 10. Describing it as a masterfully intricate roguelike puzzle game that keeps revealing elaborate details. Digital Spy went all in with a 5 out of 5, boldly claiming it's one of the best games ever made. Multiple outlets, like Noisy Pixel and Checkpoint Gaming, handed out perfect 10s, with phrases like brilliantly addictive and a puzzle obsession popping up everywhere. What's incredible is the consistency. Almost every review highlights the game's ability to surprise players with its depth and creativity. Critics are urging people to go in blind, avoiding spoilers to experience the magic for themselves. This level of universal acclaim is rare, especially for a game that blends genres in such an unconventional way. It's not just hype, it's a genuine critical darling. Now, let's get into what Blueprints actually is. At its core, it's a first-person puzzle game with roguelike and strategy elements, set in a mysterious, ever-changing mansion called Mount Holly. You play as Simon, who inherits this estate with one catch. To claim it, you have to find room 46. The problem? The house only has 45 rooms, or so it seems. Each day, you start at the entrance hall and draft rooms from a selection of 3, placing them like tiles on a board. These rooms shift and reset every day, meaning no 2 runs are exactly the same. Some rooms have puzzles, math problems, logic challenges, or physical tasks like pulling levers. Others hold clues about the mansion's history, written in notes from an extended, estranged family. The goal is to piece together these secrets while managing limited steps and resources, like keys, to progress toward room 46. What sets Blueprints apart is its layers. It's part deck building as you strategically choose rooms, part roguelike, with permanent upgrades unlocking over time, and part narrative mystery as you unravel a complex story. Reviewers say it's best played with a notebook handy because the clues and connections span multiple runs. It's not about combat or reflexes, it's a mental workout that rewards curiosity and patience. The randomness can be frustrating early on, but as you learn the systems, you start bending the rules in your favor. It's a game that keeps you thinking even when you're not playing. Here's the best part. Blueprints is incredibly accessible. It launches on April 10, 2025 for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X, and it's a Day 1 release on both Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PlayStation Plus Extra. That means if you're subscribed to either service, you can jump in without spending an extra dime. For those buying it outright, it's priced at just $30, a steal for a game this polished. It's also Steam Deck verified, so handheld gamers can enjoy it on the go. System requirements are modest, though it does ask for 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is a bit high for an indie title but standard for modern games. No Xbox One, PS4, or Switch versions, though. It's next-gen only. With its Game Pass and PS Plus availability, this could be the perfect chance to try something new without any risk. So, why should you care? Blueprints isn't just a game, it's an experience. Critics compare it to classics like Myst and modern hits like Balatro, blending old-school puzzle-solving with fresh ideas. Its rise from obscurity to Game of the Year contender mirrors the underdog stories we love in gaming. Plus, it's sparking conversations. Players are already theorizing about its secrets, and reviewers hint at twists that keep you hooked long after the credits roll. What's next? With a release just days away, the community will decide if it lives up to the hype. Will it dominate GOTY lists? Will Dagobah become the next big indie name? We'll be watching closely here at Gamingsafespace. If you've played the demo or plan to dive in on launch day, let us know your thoughts in the comments. That's everything you need to know about Blueprints, for now. This game has blindsided us all, and I can't wait to see where it takes us. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and share this video with your fellow gamers. What are you most excited about with Blueprints? Drop your thoughts below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay safe, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.